We'll be looking at the Yizan Tarantula X6 quadcopter. This quadcopter is going to be a little bit larger than a lot of other things that would be in a similar price range or category. For instance, the Syma X5C. You can see side by side here there's a significant size difference, not only in the frame. The landing gear is quite a bit higher, props are quite a bit larger, and the motors on the Tarantula are going to be quite a bit stronger. As compared to some of the mini and microcopters you can see here, like the Syma X11C, it almost looks like it could piggyback right on top and be lifted off into space. A few of the features of this copter that I'm going to point out today. This particular one did ship with the standard 720p onboard camera. It includes the mount where you control it through the controller. I opted not to use that for my flight. I went ahead, I got the GoPro Hero 3 Black, so I went ahead, I used their mount, and I went ahead and just used a little Velcro strap through it, and it actually, you'll see in the video, it actually does quite well. The only weak part of this quad, I would say, is the mounting of this door to the copter. It's not quite as intuitive as it could be, and you actually burn a little bit of time. There's not an on-off switch on this machine, so really you have to go ahead and dig the cable out, connect the battery, lay the battery in, and then go ahead and affix the door. And you're supposed to use a screw. Most of the times I have not been. I'm actually thinking I'm going to run a Velcro strap through here just for a quick setup and a quick flight, so that I don't burn quite as much battery time just sitting there prepping the copter. A lot of the standard features, as you've come to expect on a lot of copters in this range, you've got an LCD screen. Of course, you have the ability to turn the lights on and off. You can, if you're using the provided camera, you can of course shoot still shots. You can shoot video on here. You do have an orientation mode on here, which could be construed as a headless or a return to home feature, whereas if you've flown the quad off into the distance and you've lost your orientation, you can go ahead and hit this and then go 180 degrees from where you're at, and the copter will return back to you. I went ahead and I tested that, and it did seem to work quite well. Of course, included, you've got an 8 gig card that is included with the camera, as well as a USB card reader. You've got a charger and a battery. Of course, it comes with a single battery. I've gone ahead and I've ordered a couple others so that we can do some extended testing. Have not done any modifications to the copter as of yet, but we're going to go take it out, test it, and report back. Well, we're back, and after the test flight today with the GoPro, I can tell you that it is a little bit of work to actually get this battery tray mounted while you're waiting to fly. So I've gone ahead, and as you can see, I've affixed a Velcro strap here that I just run all the way around. You can pick these up at the hardware store. They're inexpensive, but it's an extra level of security, as I find that when I'm putting this in, I don't necessarily always want to have the screw in there. Of course, there's the possibility that you'll drop the screw, and with the added weight of the GoPro camera on here, I would really hate to see it come unattached and to drop my GoPro. So all things considered, it was really a good flight. It's a real neutral handler, especially in the lowest setting. You have very good handling, and you can fight the wind quite well, considering that you're at low power. At mid-level, things become a little bit sportier. Of course, you do have quite a bit of power available to you, and in full power, of course, you have tremendous acrobatic capability, quite a bit of pitch, so much so you can actually really bring your altitude down using pitch. Overall, it's been a real solid performer. There has been some criticism I've seen online for the quality of the plastic, and the mounting arms are not overly robust by any means. But had a couple of landings today that were not quite as soft as they could be, and everything seems to be pretty good. I may wind up changing these out for a different type of arm, and more than likely we'll be doing the bearing modification to provide a little bit less resistance and extend battery life. But so far, 2 thumbs up, great flight, great copter.